est fort le Vauban?
Ah bah oui, hein.
Vauban, c'est pas Moyen-Âge.
Oui, non, mais
L'architecture,
ouais.
oui, mais non, l'architecture de clôture autour, c'est Vauban, c'est pas Moyen-Âge.
Welcome to the second part of the Montreuil series. So we are going towards the city of Montreuil, and now we are near the citadel. The citadel is the most important part of the city.
Ouais, un petit bout pour lui montrer.
Ouais, pas longtemps.
Pas longtemps, parce qu'en plus il pleut.
A citadel is the most fortified area in the fort. So this city is like a fort, which we will see ahead, and this is how it looks. So here madam is explaining me how this is the area where it is filled with water so that the enemies cannot enter into the citadel, which is the fortified area where people can take refuge as a last measure if the city is attacked. And this is where all the important defense, that is the knights and the cannons, would be kept. So this is where I was in the previous video, the cemetery, which is in Montreuil, and Montreuil is close to it. Here, the one which looks like a city. As you can see, it's on top of a hill. And the grey area that you see near the citadel, that's where I am right now. So, in this place, which is Montreuil, it was a very important place for the Allies, the British and the French. Here on the map, I can show you why. So you can see it comes in between London and Paris. So it was an important military hub. This was made in the Middle Ages, and it's a very heavily fortified area. So you can see it's up on a hill with the beautiful countryside, and there's a big trail all around the wall. The interesting thing is you can even go inside the wall, and we took a walk around the trail. As you can see, it is really beautiful and it is a long walk. Some obligatory selfies as usual with the background. It was a nice cloudy day, not very cold. And this is the city of Montreuil, where there are small passageways. So the city of Montreuil has these buildings with cracks on it because it's a hill and there are things like landslides happening. So some buildings have big cracks on them. This is the main church, the Catholic church in the city of Montreuil. And we'll have a look at it on the inside. These are the glass tinted windows. And this was something interesting for me because madam asked me about how it felt to be in a church. So I told her that it wasn't something special for me because I've seen many churches in Bombay and in Kerala and it felt similar. But then I thought there was one good thing about this church, which was that it wasn't hot. I didn't feel hot in here because it is cold, and the temperature was nice because we have so many big fans to cool down the churches. Also the acoustics was really good. And there, me again taking pictures. This time also, here the dresses matching to the background sculpture. And here are the candles for the people to light. Over there, they have a message which reads that I'd like to pray, but I don't have a lot of time to stand here and pray. So I'm offering this light as a symbol of my time praying over here in front of the saint, and asking for blessings. And the candles that are lit are symbolizing people praying. Right next to the main church is a smaller church with Gothic architecture. There's the view of the city below Montreuil, and far away is Naville sous Montreuil and the cemetery. And then we just go home. We are going to have a dinner, and I offered to make Indian tea, spiced Indian wagh bakri tea. It is something very different for them because they don't drink tea as much. On top of that, they don't ever mix milk with the tea or coffee. They have it black. On top of that, they don't even like adding sugar. So for many of them, the Indian tea feels like a kind of milkshake. I can honestly say I've made tea more times in France than I have ever in India. And this is the professor's son appreciating the glass of tea. And they've made a small pizza as appetizer. Their friends have arrived. They are the guests for the day along with me. And he's serving a glass of beer, Dutch beer, which is called Enosteki. The main dish was rice with meatballs and tomato sauce. And when I was having the rice, I felt something different, something similar. I was a bit confused, and when he was making the food, I had asked him if France makes rice, and he said yes, France and Italy make rice. And like I said, when I was eating food, it felt very similar. And yes, the rice is Indian or Pakistani, which was again an Indian connection. Then we have cheese, some more beer, and after that we have the desserts, which is apple crumble and fruit salad. We also listen to a lot of Indian music, English, Hindi, Malayalam, Punjabi, Marathi, all, because they are also fans of music. And here they are talking about the energy crisis and how lights turn off at 11 o'clock. This is around 10 o'clock in the night. That's why you can see the street lights. After 11, all the street lights in smaller cities are turned off to save energy. That was a good day and a good night. Okay then, see you later.